Hey everyone, it's Dan, and today we're going to install this SW-MOTECH Pro Tank Ring onto a 2021 BMW F750 GS. This job's about a 1 out of 5 in terms of difficulty, so it should take you less than 20 minutes to finish. You'll need a couple of basic tools, a T25 bit, a 4mm bit, a 3mm bit. I also like to use a little bit of thread lock. These are motorcycle specific, but they are shared between multiple models. That means they're going to come with extra hardware. For this installation, you're going to need to use 2 of the 4cm screws and 2 of the 5cm screws, along with 2 of the larger collars and 2 of the small black collars to hold the final ring in place. Now, the way that this fits together is you're going to mount this bracket on top of the existing tank, and then you're going to mount the actual horseshoe that mates with the bag on top of that. All right, let's get started. The first thing we'll want to do is remove 4 screws. So let's pull out these 2 in the front and these 2 on the sides. We'll use the T25 bit here. All right, now that the screws are out, we do want to leave this piece in place. The plate is actually going to go right over it. Before we put the plate on, we're going to use the 2 of the large spacers and put them in front, or in the 2 front holes up here. So this and this. And once we got the spacers in place, we'll set the base plate right over the top. Now the base is going to be attached using the 2 shorter 4cm screws. I'm going to put these just to align the plate. I will also, just for the time being, put in the 2 longer 5cm screws into the 2 front holes, just to make sure that everything stays aligned, including the 2 spacers that are out front. All right, so this is how that's going to sit. Put a drop of thread lock there we go onto the screw here, one more here, and then we're going to use the 3mm bit to just hand start these guys. Okay, once they're hand tightened, grab my ratchet. And just make them snug. You don't need to over tighten. Be sure not to deform this plate too much. All right, for the next step, we're going to install the actual horseshoe. So that's going to slide right over the 2 prongs here. And we're going to use the 2 5cm longer screws in these 2 holes. Again, I'll use a little bit of Loctite here. And then the last 2 screws are actually these little black spacers that are both a nut and a little spacer. So put a drop of Loctite in here. So for this, we'll use the 4mm hex bit. And again, you'll want to hand start everything. Used a little bit too much thread lock, so I'll wipe this off before it sets. There we go. And just like last time, tighten it with your hand first. Make sure you're not cross-threading anything here. All right, and then finally we'll use a ratchet to tighten these guys up. Nice and snug, do not over tighten. So before we call this done, let's do a quick fit check. I'm going to use the mini version of the Pro Tank Bag. With these, they're actually latched on using magnets, so it's very easy. All you do is just align it just so, and it's going to lock in securely. To remove it, you pull on this red ripcord up front, and it'll come right off. Super easy, super quick to get them on and off. And then finally, the last check I want to do is to make sure that the lid actually still operates properly. So, no problem here. And it latches right in place. So, if you liked this or found it helpful, please make sure to like the video and do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.